Oh, shit. Hold on. The set that fell apart. We having technical difficulties. I think it might be over. I'll fix that shit later. Oh, shit. I just looked at it like, I ain't got time for that shit, man. Hey, I'm gonna edit this and cut the beginning part out. So when y'all start telling people, did y'all see when the shit fell? They're gonna be like, get your ass. Brother J, Miss Sunshine, you was in here. You was the first person here. How Brother J beat you to the share button? Thank you, Queen. Yahoo, everybody. Yahoo. Yahoo, Uma, Yahoo, Uda, Mwah, Mahu to everybody. You all are beautiful. I love you. Now, this shit done got ugly. I wasn't even doing no show tonight. These Negroes are something else. Solomon, Yahoo, brother, Yahoo. Man, boy, I tell you, that GINA get you Negroes in trouble every time. Every time. Houston, we have a problem. Oh, boy. See, that's why marriage is well, no, never mind. I can't even say that. So, I was, just scrolling through the old YouTube and Yahoo or wherever the fuck I was at. And I seen, something about the, oh no, that's what it was. The Queen posted the same thing y'all queens always post. Basically, y'all tired of men and pretty soon y'all gonna get rid of our ass. Something to that effect. I see that shit about 30 times a day from black women. In all fairness to y'all, about 35, 40 times a day I see black men saying the same shit. So, tomato, tomato. Which I think is weird as fuck. The Queen posted, after Derek Jacks, I can't trust none of you men, or all you men is just like that, or something to that effect. Now, I don't even know who the fuck Derek Jacks is. But, obviously y'all do. Because you queens broke your neck and jumped on that goddamn post. I'm talking about, that motherfucker was flooded in no time. That's amazing. I could give you some certified information on survival, how to save black culture and humanity, and how to fix the problem. And that shit'll get 10 likes. But apparently if you say something bogus about black men, you can go viral. Which is weird. So, soon as she said that, the Queen's wasted no time. Niggas ain't shit. Yeah, you know, can't trust none of them. Here's the ironic part about that. The way my mind worked, I had a hunch. So I went and looked on the pages of like 10 of the queens that was man bashing. Ain't none of them in a relationship. I get it. Didn't they say misery love company? Yahoo Uda. It's like the old story go. Matter of fact, the queen just was giving me a scenario. The queen was just giving me a scenario about how this particular female got a good man and she getting ready to go on a trip out of state to California, I think it is. And she finna get this bathing suit that show the whole bada bing. And she think, you know what? Out of respect for the hubby, I ain't finna go that hard. Stepmom step in and say, what you mean? You finna go have fun. You got the right to show your body, blah, 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 blah. So the stepmother trying to talk the daughter into some butt-naked behavior because she got the right to be that. Fuck her household. Fuck the fact that she trying to respect her man. I just noticed that y'all are easy to talk into certain shit, but can't nobody talk your ass out of believing he didn't fuck up. You can get talked into any goddamn thing, but can't nobody talk your ass out of thinking he didn't fuck up. I just find it ironic, but this ain't necessarily about y'all. I just got to point out a few things I be noticing what y'all be doing. Now, Yahoo Umar. Now, here's the thing though. This Derek Jacks, I had to look him up. I don't know who the fuck he is. And when I looked him up, I need you queens to know something. For y'all to find humor in this is slightly tacky to say the least. But I thought it was funny as shit. This nigga, I can't lie. I'm riding with the queens. This nigga ain't shit. The whole time I was on the thread, y'all was bogus as hell the way y'all was climbing on me, and you don't get no pass for that. But this particular Negro in question, well, you can climb his ass like a ladder. That motherfucker, he should have broke your heart. That's what you get. I hope you was madly in love with him. I hope all of y'all had a poster of him or a little cute saved picture on the phone or something. I hope he shattered dreams. This motherfucker. See, you know why I hope that? Because this the type of Negro that we tell y'all about all the time and y'all never listen. We can spot them niggas a mile away. Y'all can't never seem to see them. They so easy because they too goddamn smart. See, it's a different kind of smart. I'm smart as hell too, but I'm casually just smart than a motherfucker. They eager to be. They just, hey, yeah, I know everything. I got the answer. Look at my muscles. Them type niggas. Anytime you fuck with them, that's what your ass get. Now, this dude, for those of y'all who don't know, he's a relationship, like he's a relationship coach type of, you know, he's just a speaker. He speak on relationships and shit. He's a YouTube sensation, as far as I know. If he had something before that, somebody in the chat could correct me. But he talk on relationships. But it's a twist to it. The way he talk on relationships is bashing the men, putting women up on game about how men is gaming them and how men is cheating them and how men ain't keeping it real and the ways that you can spot that he running game on you. He giving y'all all the tips on how to spot a rat liar that's dishonest and disloyal. He wrote book after book. He got seminars and y'all just flood up in there. The man got a mansion and all kind of shit. He filthy fucking rich off teaching black women what to spot from these no good black men. And then his ass got caught being a no good black man. But the irony is, he gave y'all all them goddamn tips, and he bragged about 6 years. Okay, so 6 years of him telling y'all how to spot a no good Negro. And ain't none of y'all used that shit and realized that he was one of them? He couldn't, like... No. I'm not going to put him in the same category with Tariq. I can't let you do that, Queen, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I can't put him in the same category as Tariq. Because the fact of the matter is this. I've been fucking with Tariq since before his pro-black shit. He openly admit he ain't shit. He from the streets. He still say bitch, hoe, nigga, fucking out. He from the streets. He's a street dude. And he come from a pimp culture. He just somebody that come from a pimp street culture that decided black folks need some consciousness, and he seen some money in there. So even though he's a manipulator, he's an honest one. I'll take an honest manipulator any day. We all want something. Tell me what you want. Let me decide if I want to be your victim or not. This other Negro, see, this is a different kind of dude, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he wears shirts like Stretch Mark Lover. And he got another shirt to say, he just lying to you. His whole MO is putting black women up on how to spot a treacherous black man and don't get conned by one. The whole time, though, while y'all sitting back watching him, especially you, Miss Sunshine, and he got them little tight shirts on, and he showing you that little hip action with his shorts pulled down, and that little muscle right there that y'all like to look at when a nigga sagging, and he just being yeah, and in the middle of talking, he like to make his chest jump for you a little bit and act like he ain't do it. Y'all fell for that shit. That's what you get. You don't gotta look sexy to teach me about watching these men. Why you got on a bodysuit? You got on a bodysuit trying to tell me what I shouldn't like. At the point when I logged on, and you look like the goddamn Incredible Hulk, I fucking forgot I had a husband anyway. What difference do it make? Matter of fact, I hope he go cheat tonight so I can watch every motherfucking episode of your shit. He knew what the fuck he was doing. When you say Stretch Mark Lover, what the fuck is that? You are catering to, first of all, you only talk to predominantly African-American crowd. I didn't see no white women knew about him. I could be wrong. But you talking to a predominantly African-American crowd from what I seen. So when you say Stretch Mark Lover, you talking to baby mamas that is in disarray with baby daddies. And you know that's going to be the bulk of your motherfucking sales. And when you touring and doing book signings, you got rows and rows and rows of beautiful, muscle-drunk, deranged baby mamas that can't wait for them to be the one that you pick to cheat on with. Because they know you married because you didn't hide your marriage. So everybody want to get on him. He cheated on his wife. He cheated on his wife. From what I gather, it wasn't no fucking secret he was married. Why we don't hold the women accountable that was willing to go with a married man? We don't never do that though, do we? Now don't get me wrong. He's a slime ball to the umpteenth power. But I'm just saying, it's always this scapegoatism. The black man looking for a way to blame the black woman for every fucking thing. You know why? You know why? The same reason why the black woman looking for a reason to blame the black man for every fucking thing. You know why? Because ain't now one of y'all willing to do a motherfucking thing to white people. So therefore, you sit your scary ass down up under each other and talk about each other, dog each other, turn on each other, which is the dumbest fucking thing on the planet. Because this is what I said to the sister in the comment section. Now, in all fairness to her, she did stipulate that she wasn't really being serious like that, which is cool, but them queens on your thread was serious than a motherfucker. And every last one of them, men ain't shit, men ain't shit, men ain't shit. And you sorry ass black men, I'm about tired of y'all too. Y'all would do, you better read the title of this motherfucking thing. Big Trouble in Little GINA. Because as long as there's some GINA in the picture, you Negroes will say any goddamn thing. I seen the couple Negroes that beat their baby mama talking about he was wrong. Nigga, last time I saw you, you was in a squad car for... Fuck out of here with that shit, man. Listen. Yes, he was wrong. But say what the fuck you really feel. I'm not going to be nobody else for nobody else. Period. Say what the fuck you really feel. Yeah, he was wrong. But how gullible can we be? How fucking gullible can we be? And how many times y'all will pay a nigga, you won't give me a motherfucking quarter and I bring life to you every couple of days. But you pay all these goofy ass motherfuckers to tell you shit you already know. If you call repeatedly and he don't answer, something ain't right. Bitch, duh. You needed a motherfucking speaker to tell you that? It's 8 p.m. You've been looking for this nigga since 8 a.m. If he ain't in Dane County, it's safe to say something going on. You don't gotta pay $39.95 for a fucking book to learn that shit. I'm watching this nigga videos. He's saying the same common sense shit y'all been saying for years. So who the fuck gave him a couple $1 million to say it? Black women, because that's his audience. That's what he wearing them tight ass shirts for, black women. Y'all got money for shit else, but you got money to get to this bastard so he can become filthy rich. And this the part that eat me up the most about this bullshit. And then I'm gonna get into my next thing. The part that pissed me off the most about this shit. So here this dude come with his wife, and they do a thing on the couch. Now, I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to start by saying, before we misunderstand anything, I got no problem with him and his wife reconciling on whatever grounds they decided to do that on. That's on them. I don't give a shit. But what I do got a problem is this right here. This man is a millionaire. And a huge part of his game, a huge part of his fucking game is Christianity. How many times y'all gonna sit here and talk about, you got a the one thing we know for a fact, hands down, unless she's a hoe, the black woman don't like pimps. You let this white boy pimp the shit out you anytime, though. And what I mean by that is that motherfucking Bible and that religion. Anybody that know a Bible verse can have their way with the black woman. When the fuck you gonna get tired of that? And I don't give a fuck who on, like I said it. Anybody who know that Bible good enough can have his way with most black women in America. Why is that? They steady using the Bible to molest your children, take advantage of you, con you out your life, con you out your womanhood, con you out your fucking existence, snatch your soul right off into the fucking sunset. You left holding a goddamn homosexual child in a Bible. Fuck that shit. He using religion on y'all to do that shit. Yeah, he talking good talk, but he also using God and Christianity. That's one of his #1 fucking weapons. And that's how he reconciled with his motherfucking wife. piece of shit. She's sitting up there, just beautiful black woman, talking about, it just, you know, first of all, I accepted him because he accepted Jesus. Fuck him, you, and Jesus. How about that? I'm tired of that shit. And every year, y'all ask me to calm down. Why I go so hard? Because this shit is poison. Look what it do. Now you got another black queen that's with a womanizing piece of shit. Yeah, if you think he gonna stop for any fucking Jesus, which you do, so like your Bible says, find a fool, bump his head. And he gonna keep bumping her fucking head. Ain't no way this dude finna quit doing nothing. He got women all over the country. He doing seminars and muscle shirts with teaching women about bad men and using God and Christianity. This nigga had the perfect fucking mix. He had the perfect formula. And let me tell you something. Now I'm finna do something that might get me kicked out the man community for eternity. I'm finna tell on us. A large bulk of our idiocy as men is not really idiocy. It's just a momentary lapse. Most men, even the dumbest men, we talking black men, is sharp than a motherfucker when they need to be. So what I mean by that is this. If you think this Negro didn't sit back, hit the gym, work on his body, get his speeches together, get his gear together, with the black woman as his target, if that's what you believe, log the fuck off and unfriend me. Y'all was his target through the door before he made $1 fucking off one fucking speech. He made it in his mind he was finna get $1 million off the sympathy of the black woman and off the naivety and the sexuality of the black woman in America. His mind was made up before he said one goddamn word online. Before he gave one speech and wrote one book, he already knew he was gonna get y'all. And if that don't fucking bother you, that's your problem. It fucking bothers me, and I'm not the black woman. It bothers me that somebody know that they could use a white boy religion and prey on the misunderstanding of you and your black man, and you could become a target for $1 million. It's that fucking simple. But I can't get nobody to sign up for a goddamn school about teaching you how to be black. You won't sign up for that, but you will listen to this piece of shit. All of y'all talking about, ooh, I know him. But y'all don't know them lectures in my goddamn academy. We got a habit of embracing everything that's fucking poison. And we look down on good shit. But the poison, give me that, give me that, give me that. And people could downright tell you. I be telling people I don't eat meat. I tell them why. They look at me, they laugh and say, shit, give me some pork. The same motherfucker will be sick as hell in 10 years, and y'all be talking about, man, I don't know why he was a good nigga. Shut the fuck up. Maybe he wasn't a good nigga. We don't be knowing shit, bro. We just emotional. We do, we think, and we go. We don't put no real understanding into nothing. And that's the part that pisses me off. How do you go through your life and never, on like every fucking day, whatever God you believe in could strike me down right now. Every fucking day, I look up something. I seek to learn something I did not know yesterday. Every fucking day. I don't take not one day off, even if it's 30 minutes. How do you go through your fucking day and don't try to figure out shit? I don't understand that. How could you be that busy and you not a millionaire? If you was a millionaire, you probably wouldn't have fucking time to listen to me right now. You'd be busy. So the fact that you here right now means you don't got a fucking $1 million. So how the fuck do you wake up every day and you not going crazy trying to figure out what the fuck going on? Y'all let this goofy ass nigga, you know how many times I seen goofies like him? When I'm in the wrong state of mind, I'm one of the worst predators you find. I find a dude like that, and boy. The same dude that y'all will be crying over and all googly-eyed over, and oh man, I'll be to slap the shit out dude and made him run that. The old me. I hate seeing cowards like that take advantage, and then everybody look at guys like me like I'm the problem. I'm the fucking solution. Called me 5 years ago, I'd have been a problem. And if you fell for that, I'd have took your ass through the ringer. Anybody that fell for him, I could have made you give me your whole fucking house. I don't give a fuck who you was. If you fell for that shit dude was talking 6, 7 years ago, I could have talked you out your entire fucking life. He's a peon. And what pisses me off is, like I said, through the door, he targeted the black woman. And he knew y'all was going to get him paid. If he didn't know, he wouldn't have went through all of that. This nigga got shirts made with slogans directly made for your black ass. And he was on the nerd on the internet to talk about the black man ain't shit. No, he ain't shit. Keep us the fuck up out of there. Every time some funky shit happen, you got the nerve to get to talk about what's wrong with the black man. I tell you what, the only reason why that white boy ain't ran in your house, hog-tied you, gagged you, and gang-raped you is because of the black man. So I'm tired of that shit. I don't want to hear it no more. The only thing that keep you alive is the black man. Play with it and think it's a game. He fear us, not y'all. He created a million fucking programs to trick you out of every fucking thing. And you damn near fell for every last one of them. So get the fuck out of here talking about the black man. Because we the only thing stopping him from the caveman days. Dragging your ass out the house and doing what he want to do. The only reason why he haven't done it yet, why? Why? Y'all talk all that shit about the black man ain't shit. Why the white man who loves to rape, how come he ain't raping on the black woman? Huh? He raped every fucking thing he touched. You see it all over the news. Rape. But you see white boys raping white women. How come he ain't raping no black women? Stop fucking playing with us, because that bitch know we'll kill him. You let any white boy get on some type of I want to do something to black women crime spree and let it be known, and every white boy involved gonna die, and y'all know it. So stop playing like we ain't gonna do it, and we will. But on the flip side, you got the right to be upset about some things. I ain't saying that, but you don't got the right to keep publicly bashing the only motherfucker that's gonna die for you. That shit is absurd. Because if the black woman think the black man ain't shit, and the black man think the black woman ain't shit, and the white man want both of y'all dead, y'all say y'all can add, do the math on that motherfucking equation. It don't make sense. And that's how you live your life. Day after day after day. Week, month after month after month after year. Steady doing shit that's dumb as fuck. You haven't analyzed it. It don't make sense. And when somebody try to tell you something, you don't give a fuck. So where does that leave us? Nobody trusts each other. Nobody can be talked to. Nobody can be... What the fuck does that leave us? Why don't you... Then why the fuck do you care about white supremacy? If the black man ain't shit, and the black woman ain't shit, and the white man want us both dead, why the fuck do we care? Lay down and die and shut the fuck up. Why y'all marching and holding signs talking about Black Lives Matter? How Black Lives Matter when every fucking day all I hear is black women say they don't like black men. And black men saying black women ain't shit. You got a whole fucking movement called Black Lives Matter, and it's by all homosexual transgender women, and they don't got nothing in their mission statement about black men. Nothing in their mission statement about black men. How many days do y'all wake up and just do stupid shit and don't think it out? And then you bring it to social media, and I keep telling y'all, These white people created this motherfucking platform for you. Which means they monitor it. Have you ever fucking heard of something called algorithms? Have you ever heard of a fucking word called trending? These are the things where they chart to let them know what's popular, what's not, what's being talked about, what's being discussed, what's relevant in black culture. That's what these algorithms are. So at the end of every day, every week, they chart what the fuck y'all think. All you gotta do is go to every city. They already got it categorized. They ask you what's your age, your race, and your ethnicity. So it's categorized, niggas over here, us over there, already in their system. Now all they gotta do is just look and see what you niggas think. And so far is, we will kill each other, we love to do drugs, we love pointless sex, and we hate each other. That's what the fuck it says on y'all page every day. If I'm lying, show me some pages that show something different. And then y'all trying to mix it up with support black businesses and black power. How the fuck is it support black businesses when ain't no black businesses getting rich? Y'all sound stupid. Everybody hashtagging support local businesses. And I don't know no local businesses getting rich. So y'all lying. Everything is a fucking game to you. You just say shit, do shit, and try to fit in. You don't really give a fuck. Just admit it. And then people like me could just get the fuck away from you. Just admit I don't really care what happens to us. I just say that shit because I don't want y'all to look at me weird. In reality, I just want to live my life and get this bag. Just say that shit so I can get the fuck away from you. I don't give a fuck about the bag. This is America. Sooner or later, you're going to find some money if you want it. I can't revolve my day around chasing no fucking dead slave masters and hating you because you ain't got enough of them. Do you know how stupid y'all sound? You got the nerve to walk around in slave fashion and think you somebody special. Fendi and all of this Gucci and that shit matter to y'all. These hunkies wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire. Y'all crazy with this shit, man. Really fucking lost your mind. And this is why they continually able to manipulate us. And this leads me to now we dealing with fucking Kirk Franklin. See, that's what I'm saying. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. It's 22 people in here. I've been looking at 20-something for the last 20-something minutes. But 6 people shared. What the fuck are you here for? It doesn't make sense to me. If somebody is saying something that's beneficial to you, 20 people ain't shit. If I said something helpful to you, why wouldn't you want to see me get to 50 people? It's the way we think. I ain't bashing y'all, but I'm saying look how we think. I got one brother, one person, that soon as he walk in the room, every single day he share. One person. How? And I say it every day. So y'all know I'm going to give you the speech about not sharing. And you still come in and don't share. This speaks more to how we think and the shit that I just ran it on. We really don't give a fuck. We really don't. And it's the fact that we don't give a fuck. They know we don't give a fuck. So as long as they know we don't give a fuck, they know we ain't gonna never do shit. So they do whatever they want to us. They actually murder your ass live. Back in the days, you used to call it a lynching. Now they just say it's police brutality and you got to have a court case for it. And everything, always when they dealing with black folks, they know how to come at y'all. They're going to come at you sexually and they're going to come at you with religion. So apparently that's the kryptonite for Superman. And if you throw in some music, rap music, you can't escape those three no matter what. Now, they catch Kirk Franklin on audio cussing his son out. Of course, look, 7 people left the room since I went on that rant. But I'd rather that. That's fine with me. Because if you're not going to help, then what the fuck? I don't do nothing but talk to y'all for a living. So whatever that turns into. And if I end up broke and homeless, then y'all going to be like, that nigga fell off. He should have been hustling. So fuck trying to teach my people. I should have been selling dope, huh? That's how y'all think. If y'all find out next month I'm homeless, then it'll resonate like, damn, all them times he asked us to help out, he really did money. He did need money, but he was just too prideful to ask for it like that. Damn, we should have stepped up for him. But I'd be homeless. And then some people gonna be like, shit, fuck that revolutionary shit. That nigga should have just kept selling dope until he was on. That's what y'all would say. Now that's not the case. I'm in no danger of losing anything. But that's how y'all think. And that's why the #1 church guy in the nation, Kirk Franklin, I told y'all 7 years ago, he was performing, throwing up the devil horns and all kind of Illuminati signs and symbols on stage. I've been exposed to that shit years ago. Nobody listened in. And you can't get to be a Kirk Franklin. Like, it doesn't matter whether it's gospel or not. Nobody, let me say this so y'all understand. This ain't about talent. Do you know how many, literally, do you know how many black men just on one ghetto block in any neighborhood in the city? On one ghetto block in any neighborhood in the country, you can find a basketball team, 5 hot-ass rappers, and a front line for the football squad, all on one block. Talented as fuck, and you will never see them, never hear from them. So this ain't about talent. So the ones that do make it, how do they make it? Oh, it's just was they hustle. Kinda, but not really. It was their willingness to fold. And that's the parts I don't get. You're not gonna be successful unless you fold. See, this is what makes it easy for me to say fuck everybody, because I understand that anybody that you really like, that's a household name, if he's a man, I don't know, fuck it, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's a wild animal. You don't get a major motion picture starring role without being homosexual. Maybe the first one, possibly the second. But if you get the second without doing something strange, it's only because they know they got you on the hook and they know you're going to fold by the third one. But usually by the time you even get to the place where you're going to get a movie deal, you've already sold yourself. They don't allow that. Why would I? I just told you, the talent is coming from us. And you can find it in any ghetto in America. If you're around my age, y'all remember that song R. Kelly put out called Fiesta. We had Jay-Z on there, and it had 2 rappers named Boo and Gotti. Now, Boo and Gotti was R. Kelly artists. I actually went to the studio, hung out with them, made a song with them and everything. Now, my point is, when I kicked it with them, and I asked them how they met R. Kelly. The dark-skinned one was Boo, and the light-skinned one was Gotti. Boo was a star basketball player in high school. I'm from Chicago. It's a high school called Collins. If you go all the way down the corner from Collins, it's a McDonald's down there, or it used to be a McDonald's where everybody hang out after school. That's like the hangout for the kids and shit. Okay, after school, they at McDonald's, Boo popular as hell, and R. Kelly walk into McDonald's and see how everybody was just acting towards him. And walked up to him and asked him what's his name. He told him his name. He said, "You got that thing, call me." And gave him a card. Just like that. All it takes is for them to think they see something in you. They could find talent anywhere. They just found a random dude in McDonald's and turned him into a rapper. So I told you that story to say how many more people got famous like that. It's not about talent. Have y'all listened to any of the latest rap songs? I know y'all actually like that shit, but I don't see how. That all of that shit to me is hot garbage. It's no depth. They just want to do drugs, murder each other, and fornicate. Which, I mean, when you're 22, okay, I get it. But y'all be like 37 listening to that bullshit. Like, did you hear the part about the Xanax and the lean and shit? And you with that, huh? Down to 40. That's what's up. That shit garbage to me. Either way it go. But the whole thing is crisscross. Exactly. Now, that's an interesting segue that you brought up crisscross. Because now, you remember when crisscross got older, and then they told you Jermaine Dupri used to molest him. Now, that's the crazy thing about that. They went public saying that Jermaine Dupri used to touch them and all kind of shit. And nothing happened. And 10 years later, Jermaine Dupri gets his own show for bringing in adolescent kid. What was the name of the rap show for the kids? Where he was trying to find the next kid star like Chris Cross and them. Let's process that. Let's process that. It don't matter whether he was guilty or not. Doesn't matter. The allegations from some former artists who end up broke, bankrupt with nothing. Chris Cross, bro, they couldn't miss. Platinum after platinum. They was making platinum hits, gold hits. How all of that money got generated and them little boys ended up broke with their hair falling out and shit. How? So now, that show you something. This man got accused of molesting them. That shit just went away. But the accusations has been made public. Why would somebody that was publicly accused by one of his groups for molesting them, who would offer that guy a show to work with kids, rappers, upcoming talent? See, you got to do the math on that. You got to understand how the predator mind works. If I'm doing a show where I'm showcasing young kid rappers. See, it's different if I'm doing a show where I'm just trying to find the next hottest rapper. Because if I'm just trying to find the next hottest rapper, those are adults that's hustling or working or whatever. They can fend for themselves. A lot of rappers come into the game with a few bucks on them. Nowadays, you have to. But if I'm trying to find child talent, then I'm preying on poor black mothers predominantly. Most of our daddies locked up. So I'm preying on, once again, just like the speech giving nigga, I'm preying on poor black mothers. A lot of them gonna be in situations where either they making a decision by themselves, and if they not making a decision by themselves, you still got two poor black parents trying to get their little kid out the hood with his talent. Do you know how many times y'all send y'all children away with these people? The dude who ended up, the dude who was the voice of Elmo. The dude who was the voice of Elmo. He ended up running the whole Sesame Street. But when he was either 14, I think it was either 14 or 16, he got obsessed with making puppets and shit. And he got so good at it, he put on a puppet show, and that shit like did numbers. Jim Henson them seen his little puppet show on TV, came all the way to get this young brother. told his parents how good he was and all this type of shit. His two black parents, because this probably in the 70s, 80s, they broke his shit. They wrote a check. They sent their son away with pedophiles. Now, it came out later that Jim Hansen was a huge pedophile. And then it came out later that Elmo took over, and then he became a huge pedophile. And then it came out that Jim Hansen used to touch on Elmo. That's what they was doing when they brought him around. They got a little black boy. They steady cashing his parents out. They poor as hell. They gonna shut the fuck up. Because the only thing you got to do, soon as you start acting worried about your child, the only thing you got to do is say, the money ain't finna come no more. That money they promised you, well, yeah, if he can't stay the full 3 months, then I'm afraid we're not going to be able to send the whole check. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess he can stay. Now they got 3 months with your little black boy, and all you do is waiting on the next check to come. Same formula with your goddamn 16, 17, 18-year-old. 18 don't mean he know shit. And you send him off to go be with these rich white folks who've been manipulating black children and black parents for decades. Now, Kirk Franklin get caught cussing his son out. Mr. Jesus. Mr. G. He had that one shirt that say Jesus Freak. Well, Mr. Jesus Freak called his son a little motherfucker, told him shut the fuck up, told him he'd beat his black ass, told him watch your mouth or I put my foot in your ass, all kind of shit. Now, hey, I ain't saying whether the young man deserved it or not. But, Mr. Jesus Freak, this is how you talk to your little black boy. And now, to make it fair, this is a grown man we talking about. He 30. So now, I can understand. I done been there with me and one of my sons that bump heads. And right now, he want to be the man and I ain't finna let him. I didn't cross that threshold. So, I get it. But I don't love Jesus. I got a lot more space here. And then, now, when I catch you, I'll put my foot in your ass and don't disrespect me and all that. All I'm saying is, that dude on the phone ain't the same dude that be rapping for y'all. Because, in my opinion, you can't. The characters that they play in that church, in that pulpit, you can't be like that in church and don't have enough resolve with your own child on how to calm things down without telling him you'll put your foot in his ass and shut the fuck up before you beat his ass and calling them motherfuckers. A man of Christ, a high-ranking man of Christ at that, don't got enough resolve in his own, with his own child. See, I feel like you can't come teach me on a regular basis about being righteous and being a good Christian. And another thing too, just so y'all know, he doesn't allow cursing around him. None of those pastors do. So you can't tell me that curse words is bad and then talk to your son like that. I don't give a fuck how mad you get. Yahuwah. It doesn't matter how mad you get. You're a high-ranking man of Christ. You're not like me. You teach people like me how not to be like you was just behaving on that phone. So if you don't got enough resolve with your child, who's a grown man now. So you got to think about that. His son is 30-something. So now, what they say, you open up a whole can of worms. Because now I got another question that I had. And so I did what I do. I went digging. Ooh-wee. So now my other question is, if the son is in the early 30s and you talk to him like that now, how long have you been talking to him? Because you didn't just start talking like this. For him to say, if y'all ain't heard the audio, for him to say them things that he said, he's familiar with cuss words. Because I'm going to tell you why. My granny, right? Y'all hear me talk about granny all the time. Granny can't cuss you out. She listen to me when I tell you. She physically cannot cuss you out. Now, she can get on your case. And if she get extremely viciously mad, she might be able to slide in one or two. And I'm talking about that's a slim mic. Every time my granny talked to me and asked me, do I still teach? I say yes. The very, like clockwork, the very next question she asked me is, do you still curse? And then she says, well, baby, you can't be teaching people using those words. That's my grandma. She just became a minister a year ago. This is Kirk Franklin. My grandma, who just became a minister a year ago, has more church etiquette than Kirk Franklin. If that's true, then that's a problem too. Or, or, once again, I'm not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Is that what this is? See, they'll get you with that book because the book tells you you can't ask questions and just have faith. Faith is the ignorant cousin of belief. Faith is the ignorant cousin of belief. The only person who needs to have faith is a nigga with no facts. Why do I need faith if I got facts? Faith is for the factless. Keep that in mind. Faith is for the factless. As long as you got faith, as long as you got facts, faith is pointless. But religion tells you all you need is faith. Think about that. All you need is faith. We don't live in a world. You apply that to any other scenario but the Bible. Let me borrow 100. When you going to pay it back? You just got to have faith. Was you in the car with that girl? Hell no. I seen you. No, you didn't. You just gonna lie to my face. You just gotta have faith. Landlord. Rent 10 days overdue. Slide a note under the door. Landlord, pick it up. Have faith. Yeah. Apartment 221. I didn't think they were gonna pay. You guys can come now. This shit don't apply nowhere else but that dumbass book. It ain't nowhere in this world where somebody could give you absolutely nothing. And when you seek retribution, they tell you just have faith. That shit only fly with that little bitty ass book. So now when I say, well, how many times I wonder have he talked to this child like this? Please hit the like. Please hit the share. Y'all ain't going to do it, but I got to say this routine. So now, I'm looking at some more interviews, and then they found some more audio. And the audio was exactly what I thought it was going to be. See, y'all refuse to believe that religion and pedophilia is synonymous with each other. And one of the biggest reasons why you don't believe it, Well, no, the biggest reason why you don't believe it is because you're gullible. But the other biggest reason why you don't believe it is because you don't read the shit you say you believe in. Y'all got praying hands on you. You say you believe in your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. But you never picked up the book for your own understanding. The only understanding you got from that book is whatever Pastor Pigfeet told you. And he makes a lot of money to tell you. That's the part I don't get. You don't understand that when money come into play, people will sell their mama out for the right number. You think a nigga in a suit won't sell out strangers? Because he tell you he a man of God? You ain't never even fucking met God. And I hate to say it like that, but if y'all understood what God really was, you would go to church this Sunday and wear your pastor ass out. Soon as he hit the podium, especially you queens, y'all would go about 10 deep this Sunday with all kind of shit inside y'all purses just in case shit get ugly. If y'all ever find out the shit that I be trying to tell y'all is true, if you ever wake up in a world where you really realize the shit I be telling y'all about these people is true and what they really doing, y'all gonna kill these people. They all lying. This is a racket. This is a racket. You don't let me explain something to you. Okay, listen. The collection plate go around 3 times per service. On Sunday, at big churches, it's 3 services a day. And at least 2 days out the week. You got Bible study and prayer class and all that shit. So we talking 3 days a week. Now, on Sunday, the collection plate get passed around 9 times. 3 services, 3 times per service. The collection plate go around 9 times on Sunday. The other 2 days a week, it's going to go around 3 times. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Are you noticing a fucking pattern here? On Sunday, the pastor make more money than the popping ass nigga on the corner with crack bags. Process this. The motherfucking pastor on Sunday, by Sunday night around 1 o'clock, 1:30, he be sitting on his big ass bed in them silk socks, sipping on liquor, using all kind of foul words, counting y'all money. And it looked like more money than the nigga who sells crack makes. This is every fucking week. And there's no tax. Every goddamn dime that y'all put in the collection plate belongs to the man who owns the church. It's his church. It's his money. What the fuck are you thinking? Church is free. Nobody gets paid any fucking thing. So every dime, and y'all be talking about, I don't care where the money go. You ain't got it ain't no thought about where it go. This is not no fucking Scooby-Doo mystery. The person who owns the fucking building, just like the person who owns any other building. If I own a nightclub, I'm not letting you take the door money, my nigga. It's my club. So every dime that they pay to get in here is mine. So every dime in the collection plate is the pastor's. And since y'all think he's a holy man, and since y'all think something spiritual is happening with the money, you wouldn't dare ask him where it's going. You wouldn't dare accept any of it. So he knows for a fact he don't even have to consider giving anybody anything. That's why every once in a while they cook for y'all and take y'all on a trip and y'all be satisfied. You think they don't get fucking food stamps just like everybody else? All that motherfucking church food, this shit is food stamp money. They get a Quest card just like anybody else. Or they know how to go buy one. That ain't church money they buying that food with. Now, what if your pastor is a a global success and an entertainer. You know how y'all is about these rappers and these artists. Now we got Mr. Rap Gospel, Kirk Franklin, calling his son all kind of motherfuckers, telling him he gonna put his foot in his ass. And then they got this tape circulating with his son telling somebody else, not knowing he's being recorded, that his daddy is a child molester. I'm not saying whether he is or isn't, but that's what the young man said. Now, I just know all of this shit is synonymous with motherfucking child molestation. You know why? Here's the connection you haven't made. All last year, I seen all of y'all posting all of this shit about the pedophiles and the missing children and adrenochrome and how the celebrities is eating babies and all of that type of shit. Which I'm still pissed at y'all because y'all forgot the kids was missing and y'all don't even talk about that shit no more. But that's cool. And your gay ass president, he done came in office and ain't mentioned missing children not one goddamn time. Like if somebody walked in the room and said kids, he would probably duck like you shot. But that's fine. But how you not making a connection when you text and put on your timeline all of these celebrities is pedophiles and they eating babies? How many celebrity church shows is on TV? How many mega church shows is on TV? How many mega church families is on TV with huge ratings? They had one family bought a goddamn, it's a black family, called a motherfucking stepmama. Say, we on the runway. What you doing on the runway? The Lord then blessed us with a private jet. And you niggas gonna say, oh, God is good. If you think, well, no, fuck what you think. I'm not even finna deal with what you think. I'm gonna tell you like this right here. If any of y'all good Christians want to take your shot at converting a heathen like me, which I will admit would be an enormous notch under your belt for the big guy if you can get me. Trust me, he would love it. If you can figure out exactly how niggas is getting private jets up out of Jesus, and you can verify that for me, I'm done. I'm telling you right now. Listen. Let me tell you like this right here. If you can provide evidence of Jesus giving niggas jets, I will publicly rip every unk I own and take y'all with me on a visual as I go to the jewelry store and cop the biggest Jesus cross I can find. I'll take y'all with me. I'll do it live. Yeah, you're right. That shit ain't gonna happen. Yeah, it was worth a try. Never mind. Yeah, so anyway. So Jesus give niggas jets, huh? Jesus don't get niggas out of jail. Jesus don't help niggas when the feds put bogus cases on them. Jesus don't help a nigga when he getting strangled by an officer. Jesus don't help black women when they get manipulated. Jesus don't help black women do much of anything except for give Jesus most of their money. Jesus don't keep black relationships together. Does black love matter to Jesus? Because y'all hashtag black love matters a lot, but I don't think Jesus give a fuck about black love. Jesus don't keep black couples together. He don't really keep white couples together either, but he's giving them a better opportunity to fake it than us. How about that? I mean, like, this is the weirdo shit that y'all participate in. So, what I'm saying is to say this. Let's just simplify this. If I have everything that you need to solve your problems, and I have everything that I need already to solve my problems, exactly why do I give a fuck about you? See, so these corporate people, they're rich as fuck already. The average agent, the average entertainment agent got 50 or better clients. Some of them got hundreds of clients. You're juggling 50 different people, 100 different people. If 2 or 3 of them don't make it, who gives a fuck? Nobody has a vested interest in you winning. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares about talent. You've been misled your whole life. It's a million niggas trying to play basketball because they think they talent gonna get them somewhere. If talent mattered, every black kid in the ghetto damn near would have made it to the NBA. Most of us can play basketball. Niggas be dunking at 13. It's a nigga right now, 13, 5'6", and jump higher than NBA niggas. And probably will never leave his neighborhood. They don't give a shit about talent. You have to understand what advantage is. If I got what you need and you got nothing I need, what makes me do for you? Then I have to create something that you have that I need. The only thing a fucking sexual deviant wants is something sexual. You got a whole industry. Everybody is, look at the fucking industry. Everybody damn near naked and slutting. So you think all of this sex talk and it's not being used? It don't make sense. What else makes a man put women with lizard tongues and shit in his video? What makes you do that? You gotta understand. Look at how many celebrities over the years that came and told y'all they rape us. Who's them 2 Corey boys? Been screaming to the high heavens. They 40 now. He's still talking about rape. They've been telling you since 20. For 20 years, they've been publicly saying all of these industry people are satanic rapists. Why would they lie? Have you ever seen this nigga? He is batshit crazy. Somebody raped this motherfucker. He probably raped himself now. He is fucked up in the head. And he been fucked up in the head for years. All of these different kids. Look at Will Smith and them kids. His son is his daughter. His daughter is his son. You think that's fucking normal? And then we hear all of these boys coming out the closet saying Will Smith touched them. Now it makes sense. How many times did we see him kiss his son on the mouth publicly? How many times was his son fighting, trying to stop it? He on Oprah, he on Ellen, kissing this boy on the mouth. This boy 12, he go to school, he got a girlfriend. He got to do a talk show with you kissing him on the fucking mouth? And it got to the point where, okay, like he was young at first, it looks cute. Black father, yeah, cute. Okay, this nigga is 12 now. You still trying to put him on your lap and kiss him on the mouth? And then look what the little boy turned into. A flaming homosexual with pink gold teeth in his mouth. At no point did you see your son going in the direction of pink fucking teeth in his mouth. Then look at his daughter. She locked herself, her and her boyfriend locked themselves in a goddamn glass and shaved themselves bald. What the fuck does that mean? They locked themselves inside of a see-through glass bubble, and he took all of them long ass locks and shaved it bald. And she talking about like she liberated herself or some shit. What the fuck is wrong with her? And she probably on some super deep metaphysical fly shit. But she got there from trauma. You can believe that. Them kids eccentric than a motherfucker. Now, what happens is this right here. I run into this dude, he's a gospel rapper. Now, he was in the industry, so he was around all the Kurt Franklins and all them niggas. And he's saying like he used to be so excited to meet them. Different people. Every time somebody announced one of these Creflo Dollar and all of these dudes, he's like, yeah, I want to meet them. And then people pulling up on him like, you know you're homosexual, right? So he's slowly finding out all of his gospel heroes is undercover homosexuals. And then he say, most of them nasty. They do all kind of nasty shit, and it is not a secret. He said that's what made him get out of it, because to y'all, they one thing, and he really was loving the life. Now you should see him like he ain't fucked up or nothing, but like he hate religion. He be cussing, and it's like he lost his whole spiritual everything from being around these fucking serpents and seeing that don't nobody believe this shit. It's a show for y'all. It's all Jesus, Jesus, Jesus on stage for y'all. They get in the back and they talking about who gay and who suck this and who do. And I had the same experience in church. And that's what turned me off from church as a young man. We went on a church trip. And for the first time, that's my first time seeing the people who I look up to in the church, like out of uniform and kicking it. When all the old heads went to sleep, it turned into Orgyville. Which sucks because I was too young to get action. But I'm watching them run from room to room. And I'm talking about the girls who I thought was gorgeous and good girls. They coming back talking about how nasty she was and how she did. And I'm like, no, not her. I'm like 12 or some shit. Dr. King. Y'all love y'all some Dr. King. He was a sexual weirdo. We got the proof. It's tons of proof. And he liked Korean women, foreign women. And they got plenty of action of his ass with these foreign women. Coretta talks about it. Everybody already know. Only y'all don't know. Coretta already came out and admitted. Everybody admitted Dr. King was a big fucking cheater. Now, does that condemn a man? No. But these are people that's using this motherfucking religious shit and they Jesus in your ass right up out your underoos. Jesus gonna have your panties off. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Jesus gonna have your panties off. You keep it up if you want to. You keep it up if you want to. Now go on tell them folks I said that. Now that's gonna piss somebody off. I should hashtag that. No, I'm gonna get in trouble. I can't hashtag that. But if somebody would be a willing volunteer to hashtag keep it up, Jesus gonna have your panties off. I would love you, fam. Sometimes y'all gotta be my voice. Certain shit'll get me in trouble. But some of y'all, I seen some of y'all pages, y'all could damn near say anything. Lord Jesus. And them be the main ones scared to share my video. How the fuck you scared to share my video? I seen your page. Jesus. Now, Kurt Franklin, whether y'all want to believe it or not, I can't say for a fact. But if you ask him my opinion, of course he molested his fucking son. Now, the thing is this right here. Now, the son got some old friends. This is like a homosexual friend, which that's kind of weird within itself. I don't know what the deal with that is. But so one of his homosexual friends, they argue and fight a lot. So how this shit got on tape was them finna fight. And somebody cut on the tape because it was getting a little out of hand. So just in case shit went sideways, they have proof once this crazy nigga bashed the homie head in. So I guess that's what they saying the tape was all about. But now, the thing is this right here. The homosexual dude said it's times when they on, you know, they got this weird relationship where they fight a lot. Lovers, spat, I don't know. But maybe not. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But either way it go, they said it's been times where they was on good terms and motherfucker just be smoking, drinking or whatever, and motherfucker let you inside that world like, you know, I got molested, you know, type shit, just in conversation when everything is all good. So he was saying we done had a couple of them conversations. And just over the years of knowing him, what I know is he really disliked his father. He was molested. Now, this is all the thing. They didn't know that Kirk Franklin was dude's daddy. He wasn't telling nobody. He was saying that he hate the church. He had bad experience with the church, so he really hate church. And he don't get along with his dad. And his dad was a preacher that used to molest him. But they never said who, he never would tell nobody who his dad was. So now, when the motherfucking, just one night it come out. No. They used to live together. The homosexuals, they live together. And he was starting to get curious because one time in an argument, he told somebody, you know who my daddy is? My daddy do. So 1 minute, you saying your daddy used to feel on you, but when you get mad, you saying what your daddy will do to somebody. So this guy dude curious. Next time when the mail came, he checked, find out exactly who dude was. Then he found out, like through snooping, basically, he found out Kirk Franklin was his daddy. So a lot of this shit was just coincidental shit that lines up. When he said the thing about being molested, he didn't know he was being recorded. Now, it's Kirk Franklin playing in the background. Him and the homosexual dude is arguing. And now that he done found out that Kirk Franklin is his daddy and he don't like his daddy, he just turns the song on. Just to like, as a fuck you, since you won't shut up. I'm going to aggravate you with your daddy song. And then you hear in the background something about, you know I got molested or some shit like that. It's something about getting molested in the background. And then you hear the homosexual dude whisper, oh, I knew it. So it's like the way this shit falling, it ain't necessarily no setup because it's falling too funny. So now I can't say 100%. I'm not going to say that. But I say I believe it 100% because I have yet to see one of these situations that don't involve pedophilia, homosexuality, rape, or something to that effect. Power is one of the worst drugs on this planet. And you queens got to start giving it up because y'all hold the most power. So you are the primal source of energy on this planet. And you let so many different things steal your energy. So if you are a primary source of energy on this planet, but you're continually letting the wrong sources steal that energy and dissipate it in the wrong areas, then you have to start taking responsibility for your part in how this world is shaping out. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much shit men talk, we follow y'all. What party they going to Friday? Whichever one y'all going to. Whichever one say, ladies get in free. $5 off, some shit like that. Riding around all day. What is a man spending a retarded amount of money on dumbass rims, loud ass music, and paint and all that shit for y'all? Complete waste of money. He could have bought a business, but it's happening for y'all. So if you got so much control over that energy, stop blaming men for certain things that you got control over. Men ain't shit, some of them ain't. But it only matters if you fall victim to one of the ain't shit men. So at what point do you take responsibility? Okay, the first one, first time, shame on them. Second time, shame on me. You can't keep falling for the same shit and then turn around, look what y'all did. No, look what you keep falling for. As long as there's a such thing as a weak woman, there will be a predatory male. So you stop being a goddamn target. You stop getting hit with darts. that in no way justifies or excuses the behavior of the men. But I just can use logic and say, if you fall for less, they accomplish less. At some point, once I figure I can't manipulate a certain situation, I get away from that situation. So once our queens get more game conscious, and not the type of game conscious where every time y'all look at a black man, he guilty. But when you really get knowledge of self and understanding of this world, you'll know when he is and ain't guilty without even having to do all that. Because your energy will attract the non-guilty. Your energy brings men to you. So if the niggas or the men or whatever you want to call them keep not adding up for you, that's because you're putting out the wrong energy. Put out some positive pro-black energy and watch and see what you get. Maybe not the first time, but if all you putting out is that righteous sister pro-black energy, you gonna find your king. Because dudes who don't fit that bill won't even be attracted to you no more. It'll stop looking like, oh, she just look good. Yeah, but I gotta wrestle with her. I got to be an intellectual. I don't got time for all that shit. I just want to smoke a blunt and pop a pill. No. Even if I do smoke a blunt and pop a pill, nigga, you still going to talk to me. I smoke this blunt and pop this pill, and I'm ready to hear some king talk. It's got nothing to do with my panties. See, when that type of energy start coming, then everything will flow smoother. Men do have to be held accountable, but men going to be men. Because somebody convinced them that they actually run this world. Yeah, right? So, that part you're going to have to deal with. But when we get down to it, the black woman is God. You do what you want to do with it. You do what you want to do with it. If that don't mean nothing to you, then that's on you. If that means everything to you, then act like it. If you suggest that we call you so-and-so, such and such queen, fine. Why you always around peasants? Why you always post like a peasant? Why you always accept peasantry? Because my guess is, if you stop doing those things, you wouldn't have to tell us you was a queen. I would just know it when I got in the room with you. And then I would initiate like, ooh, queen. You could feel the energy. These spiritual figures and devious ass white boys and confused ass black men are going to be here until this is no more. So you're going to waste a lot of energy complaining about niggas ain't shit. Yeah, they probably ain't. Stop finding niggas then. Get you a king and see how that works. At the end of the day, we all got to be accountable for our own shit. And we got to watch the motherfucker. Keep the grass cut because the motherfucking snakes is in there. Yeah, he probably did something to his boy. And he damn sure cussed him out. And all I'm saying is this right here. None of these things are possible if we got our shit together. When we start digging into the information, I got a lot of people now doing the academy class by class. A lot of people are saying, well, I can't afford it. I mean, it's not all about the money. But I did tell y'all, this is the only thing I got. So I decided that I'm going to make a living educating black people. However that work out. If that means I have a lot or a little, that's what I'm going to do. Because that's, to me, is the only thing that matters. We cannot move forward into anything, any of that fly shit that y'all talking about y'all want to do for the future. How are we going to do that as an uneducated race? And a lot of us think we educated, but we don't got the right kind of education. Now, when I say educated, that doesn't mean whether you can read or write, know your sentence structure and talk proper. And it doesn't mean that. Like, do you know who you are really? Not that Kunta Kinte shit, not that Dr. King shit. And with all due respect, not even that Malcolm X shit. Do you really know who you are? And most of us don't. And we too immature to just flat out say, no, I don't, but put me up on it. That's like impossible for us. Somebody asks you, do you know about Blase Skippy? And y'all be like, nah, I don't fuck with that. People ask me, do you know, what's that? Where that's at? Where you see that at? I want to know. That's why I say information is currency. What can you do without it? You can't make a quarter if you don't got the right information. We got to re-educate so that we understand when we see dudes like this, when we see situations like this. If black folks wake up and realize that Christianity is a dumbass version of what you taught thousands of years before there was a such thing as a Christian. Could you imagine if we all knew that? That's as simple as hell. It took me 10 seconds to say that. If every black person just knew that one thing, that shit would die overnight and they would no longer be able to use that against us. Something that simple. All over America, they would have to slowly start shutting down those lion-ass institutions. And then men who have contributed nothing to black society other than telling a white boy lie would be forced to have to actually earn a fucking living. Other than manipulating black people and living like a hog off the fat. Do y'all realize for a white man lie, these people live marvelous while everybody in the church is struggling? Then all the members are poor. The pastor and the deacons and shit got money. How? That don't make sense. It only makes sense because you accept it. But that's not logical. If my people poor, it's only because I'm poor. You could never have me rich and them broke. That sounds stupid. That sounds stupid. They could afford to pay. They could afford to pay 2-3 members rent every month. Plus some more shit. We got to get our shit tight, and people will stop being able to run game on us. You got a $1 billion industry called rap music. The only wealthy rapper is Jay-Z. Think about that. Jay-Z, I guess you could say Dre. And they like baby wealthy. Like baby wealthy. How? The entire fucking rap game is black men. And it's only 2 niggas that's rich? Do you know how fucking stupid that sounds? Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think the white boy would build an institution completely off the talent of white men and give black men most of the money? Do you think a white man would do that? But you so fucking smart. Why you do it? Because it's enough for you to just say, it's our culture. For you to rock the jewelry, wear the clothes, feel hip, count your little show money or your little drug money and say it's ours. That matters to you. Actually taking it back from them and making it yours, you don't have zero interest in that. You got $1 billion economy that cannot, industry. You got $1 billion industry that cannot exist without black people. And no black people are getting rich off of it. Can you please, type that in your phone, save it, and reread it for later? Because it's going to make so much sense without me talking when you could just read the words and say to yourself, damn, are we fucking stupid? Something worth $1 billion that couldn't even make $1 million. It couldn't make, the rap game could not make $1 million if black people said fuck it. But you don't. And so I guess we could act like it's all white boys on the basketball court and the football field too, huh? All white boys on the basketball court and the football field too, huh? Okay, it's not. It's all black men. So let me ask you one question. Just one. How long can this white boy make you run around in circles and jump through fucking hoops for peanuts like a goddamn circus animal? Because when he stole you from Africa, he stole your goddamn animals too. You know the lions and the tigers and the elephants that y'all see at the goddamn zoo? Don't know lions and tigers and elephants grow in fucking North America. So where did they get lions and tigers and elephants from? The same place your black ass came from. And they make you do the same thing. They give you peanuts and make you jump through hoops. Just like the goddamn animals at the circus. Because that's what you is. You're a circus animal. That you think you something big. Because you talk big. But none of your threats ever go to anybody but people that look just like you. You talk big. You talk tough. Real tough. Everybody's scared of you. You tough. I keep seeing y'all with pictures. This is becoming a thing too. You Negroes are so slow. And now everybody's showing their pictures with their guns. So the white boy know what kind of gun you got, huh? Social media, everybody know you got it. You got your little AK. Yeah, you tough. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with that gun? Those guns that all y'all so proud of, that y'all keep showing in the pictures with your money. Your guns and your money. I just don't ask you. You ever shot a racist white boy with it? You ever shot a crooked ass cop who plant drugs on niggas with it? You ever shot a Klan member with it? Or a crooked judge? Or what about when they railroaded your brother and you knew they was lying? You ever went into the court building and let the AK spray the same way you do when you riding down the block, how y'all say? You know how you be rapping about, I ride down, I spray the whole block up? You ever sprayed the courtroom up? Because every white man in there lied and they just gave your brother, who you been out on the streets with for 10 years straight, grinding with, and he the one that shows you how to hustle. They just gave him 100 years and you know they lying. Did you take the AK and spray? Let them have it. Let them know you gangster. I'm going to tell you what your bitch ass did. You ain't do shit. Not a motherfucking thing. Because every time you show your little fancy gun in the picture and you show your money, the only thing you really saying is, I kill niggas. Bitch, you's a bitch. I said it and I'm mad. Y'all some bitch ass niggas. You wouldn't dare touch one of these white men. But you'll let them send your little black babies off somewhere to get fucked with. You'll let them oppress the black woman while you sit your gay ass on the internet talking about you hate women. Well, are you a fucking homosexual? How you hate the black woman, but you got kids by her? You niggas is so fucking slow and you cowards. You ain't gonna do shit to that white boy. But you got all of this beef for the black woman. And you niggas can't fight. That's why everybody got a gun. I'll punch the shit out one of y'all. Try me. I'm old school. Put your pistol down, pussy, and let's do this and see what happens. 80% of you niggas, I'll beat your ass up under your kitchen table in front of your queen. You niggas cowards. Y'all soft. That's why everybody got a gun. I'm from a different place. When I was in the penitentiary with you soft ass niggas and you wanted to get loud on the basketball court, I said, shh. Let's just go around the corner. No. Shh. Just me and you. Just go around the corner and whoever come back, come back. Gee, we ain't got, now what you getting loud for? We don't want the security here. And every time you pussies tuck your tail, because you know, I take you around that corner, I'm going to give your ass what God gave frogs. You niggas is cowards, man. And that shit make me sick. We used to fight if we had a problem. I'll pop on you motherfuckers, so I don't care about that. But I'm not into killing black men. That shit ain't tough because you can shoot a black man. I want you to take that same gun, point it at one of them white boys. Or you ain't shit to me because you shoot black men. I don't give a fuck. That shit don't impress me. When they gave you your pistol, sucker, they didn't stop selling them. Try me if you want to. But that's not the point. Anybody can kill somebody. You point a machine and you squeeze. That's not hard. What if we go in the backyard and just may the best man win? Y'all niggas pants too tight. Y'all can't fight. Fuck out of here. This the shit that's crazy about us. Anybody could get you to do anything as long as it ain't something black and righteous. And that's the sickening part, because y'all always crying about how shit ain't fair and how white people treat you. But look how you treat your motherfucking self. White folks couldn't do that shit to you if you had some goddamn self-respect. You could go through down to every neighborhood in black America and look at the ground. That shit is embarrassing. What kind of animals throw food on their own shit? You walk all through the hood, it's just trash everywhere. Just trash. Heaps of it. Whole heaps of it. And sometimes you gotta drive through most of the time you gotta drive through the black neighborhood to get to the white neighborhood. And I know y'all don't give a fuck what white people think, and that's part of your problem. Because this is how they can categorize you and shoot you in cold blood and treat you like shit. Rappers actually brag about growing up in a place with pissy hallways. What the fuck is so special about that? Look how fucked up in the hell we are. We proud to come from a place with pissy hallways. Who? But it's gangster, apparently, to have pissy hallways and shoot each other. It's gangster. We need a reality check. Because with this current dumbass line of thinking, they don't have to do shit to us. All they got to do is just let it stay how it is. That's what y'all don't get. Y'all waiting on something miraculous to happen to give you a sign that I'm right. It already happened. It already happened. We get up down there every day for the last year and a half. Grab signs, go outside and riot, and ain't touched nobody but each other. And I'm not promoting it, but I'm just saying, you predictable. You're not going to do a motherfucking thing. All we got to do is just give you more jewelry, let you smoke more weed, and make prescription drugs easier to get. As long as that happens. You know when I knew we was fucked up? When lean became popular. Did niggas really take cough syrup and mix it with soda and turn it into a fucking soft drink? And it got to a point where if you ain't got that, you ain't cool. If I'm not drinking Robitussin and Sprite, I'm not with the in crowd. Fucking cough syrup. And you niggas fell for that. Cough syrup. You niggas is really outside popping prescription pills, drinking cough syrup and soda. And your baby mama ain't shit. Bitch, you probably can't even see her. The fuck is wrong with us, bro? I got a nigga that was so high off the cough syrup, my nigga fell asleep at the lights. Literally, at the stoplight and fell asleep, my nigga. Police woke him up. But Black Lives Matter. See, it don't make no sense to be mad at white folks if you gonna be an idiot. White people are so far removed from even having to do anything to us now. It's like taking a wind-up dollar, you just let them go, he just spin. We just spinning now, they don't gotta do nothing. Everything we need to slowly self-destruct is already put in place. So if y'all don't wake up and just simply fight the process, they won't have to do nothing else. This big ass war that y'all waiting on to kick off to give you a sign to go grab your guns, by the time you get the sign to go grab your guns, weapons gonna be outlawed. And they gonna know who got the weapons by then already. Everything is later for y'all. We might not got later. I don't know what we got. But I'm up here every chance I get, because every day I miss, I feel like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen. If I say I'm not going to do a shoot Tuesday, I'm going to do one Thursday, and they blow my brains out Wednesday, then shit, we never got to kick it. I don't know. Yeah, they probably will be selling meth at the fucking grocery store soon. And soon as they ball it up, niggas gonna try it. Right now, y'all talk about meth heads. But I'm telling you, boy, I know how this shit go. Soon as you get the first rapper that you like that tell you meth ain't that bad, you niggas gonna try it. They got y'all, and I know what y'all thinking, I ain't finna try no meth. Shit, I remember a time when if you had to say something to a black man, a black hustler, a street dude, about snorting coke, he probably would have done it, beat your ass for disrespect. We used to do that back then. If you said the wrong thing about somebody getting high, bro, you done would have had to fight. We was some young niggas. We was in a smokehouse with some older niggas that was like from the shot, and they was some paid ass niggas. And we just sitting in a room in the back of the dope house just smoking and shit. And my nigga went to use the bathroom. And when he came back from the bathroom, he told me, come here. So I walked out the room. He said, you don't smell that shit? I'm like, what? He like, you notice how they keep passing they blunt to each other and they ain't accepting when we try to pass ours? I said, yeah, I noticed that. He said, man, that motherfucking blunt they smoke, that motherfucker lazy, G, they smoking that thing. I said, get the fuck out of here. He said, when you walk back in, you gonna notice the difference. I walked back in the room, it smelled like a dope house. Hey, come on, somebody waiting for us outside. Come on, fella, we gotta go. Get the fuck up out of here, my nigga. That was one of the only times we experienced some shit like that. That was some shit you just didn't do. But it was starting to come around. Then I get to a point where I'm hanging with street niggas that just snort lines in front of you. Like, when did this shit start? I went to prison for 3.5 years, came back, niggas snort coke now. Talking about here, I don't want no fuck, I don't even know what's gonna happen. I can't snort coke. Like, I got no experience. All I got is TV experience. People snort coke, bleed out the head, and die. I don't know at what point that starts. I don't know, could you get a one bad line and die? I don't know how that goes. I'm not snorting no fucking coke, bro. Niggas cutting up straws and shit. What the fuck? Rolling up. I'm not doing that. I was with a white girl when I first got out the joint. Sitting back smoking. She'd go get a tray. Pull that motherfucker out. Pull a $100 bill out. Snort a line. She had like 4 lines on the thing. Snort a line that was like here. I'm like, no, I'm good. But do your thing. Man, over the next like 2 hours, she snorted about 10 goddamn lines. I had just got out the joint. I just kept remember thinking, this white girl gonna die and I'm going back to prison. I swear that's all I kept thinking. She gonna die and I'm going back to the joint. Now this was like early 2000s. So then I see, okay, this shit's starting to come. Now, you look at it now, it's popular. Then every other homie snort dope. What the fuck is that shit? This is not the Superfly movie, nigga. It don't work. It's not. I don't know what a nigga thinking. Like what makes you think People got rich off of people not being able to handle cocaine. What makes you so sure you're going to be the one nigga that snorted and you just going to be all right? You never know how that shit going to affect the next man. You might snort 3 lines and be great. I snort 1 and be a hooked dope fiend after that. I'm not taking that chance on that for what? It ain't a party that I done been to that made me want to take a chance of being a dope fiend and have more fun. I just ain't been to that kind of party. And if it is one, don't invite me, because I am not going. This is all the things that we set ourselves up for just by simply lying to ourselves. Once you lie to yourself, you make yourself vulnerable. See, we think that if we tell a lie and don't nobody see it, then we got away with it. What you did was make yourself vulnerable. Because when you lie to yourself, we don't understand. If you tell that same lie enough times, in order to get more efficient at it, you damn near start to believe it because you done told it so many times. So anytime somebody asks something in that area, you just gonna tell that story. So unconsciously, that lie has become a part of your existence. Okay, well, at some point, you're gonna have to tell another one for that one. This is... Nah, I'm straight. If you have discovered who you are, and that ain't enough for you, the only thing that means is you haven't discovered who you are. Go back and try again. Because the day that you realize who and what you really are, a lot of things just won't make sense anymore for you to even deal with. And that's the space we got to get to, all of us. Because it doesn't even matter. Like me, for instance, I could be the greatest black genius on the planet. If anybody wants to agree with that, that's cool. But I'm just saying. But if nobody else is, then what difference does it make? Just one smart nigga's gonna see our death before the rest of y'all, but I'm still gonna die with y'all. It doesn't matter. If we don't all raise the bar, or a large percentage of us anyway, of course all of us ain't gonna do it. But if enough of us don't realize the importance and necessity of waking up, then all of us gonna get our ass put to sleep. That's the short of it. Knowledge is the only real power. Information is the only real currency. I love y'all. I'm gone.